Simple Cyber Defense Security Update for February 15th, 2020. Welcome back to the Simple Cyber Defense podcast. Today is February 15th, 2020. This week we will be discussing the Equifax breach. No, there was not a new breach, but rather some good news on the topic. So let's begin. 4 members of the Chinese military have been indicted over a huge hack of the credit agency Equifax, which led to the personal data of nearly 150 Americans' information being stolen in 2017. Even though the hackers have been indicted, the bad news is they'll probably never be arrested and face any jail time. So what does this mean? It means that the data is still out there and can be used by anyone. So what can you do? There are a few things to prevent becoming a victim of identity theft. First, keep an eye on your credit. You are entitled to a free credit report from each of the 3 reporting agencies, Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion, once every 12 months. You can request all 3 reports at once or space them out throughout the year. Credit reports list your bill payment history, loans, current debt, and other financial information. They show where you work and live and whether you have been sued, arrested, or filed for bankruptcy. It is important to check your credit reports regularly to make sure that your personal and financial information is accurate. It also helps to make sure that no one opens fraudulent accounts in your names. The next thing to do is to freeze your credit. Placing a credit freeze allows you to restrict access to your credit reports. This is important after a data breach or identity theft when someone could use your personal information to apply for new credit accounts. Most creditors look at your credit report before opening a new account. But if you've frozen your credit reports, creditors cannot access it and probably won't approve the fraudulent activities. You have the right to place or lift credit freezes for free. You can place a freeze on your own credit files or on those of your children aged 16 years or younger. The last thing to do is to use services like Credit Sesame or Credit Karma to set up alerts when there is important changes to your credit reports. This information is useful when new accounts are opened or when your credit is used. This is useful because these alerts will inform you about the fraud before it becomes a major issue, and you can report it right away. If all of these are too much for you, you can always pay for credit monitoring services like LifeLock, Identity Force, or ID Watchdog. No matter what you decide to do, just remember that identity theft is a big problem that becomes easier to do after every data breach. However, if you stay on top of your credit monitoring, you do not have to become a victim. This concludes this week's security updates. Links to everything are in the show notes. If you like what was in this episode, please consider liking, subscribing, and sharing with others. For more information, to suggest a topic, or to donate, head over to simplecyberdefense.com.